Every year, just before Christmas, the people of Snowyvale held a one-of-a-kind parade. It wasn't a big, fancy show with elaborate floats, though they had those too. But the real highlight was a sea of homemade Santa on a stick signs, each one decorated and waved by the town's excited children. One frosty afternoon, a little girl named Lucy stood on her tiptoes at the end of her driveway. She clutched her own Santa on a stick sign, which she had painted herself. It had googly eyes and a cotton ball beard, and it made her giggle every time she wiggled the stick. Lucy's mum said these signs were a local tradition started long ago. In those days, the roads in Snowyvale were often buried under snowdrifts taller than a full-grown deer. To spread holiday joy, families couldn't rely on big, heavy floats rolling down the street. Instead, they lined up on the sidewalks with homemade cutouts of Santa. When Jolly St. Nick arrived at the end of the parade, he'd look out and see his own smiling face, waving back at him from every direction. As Lucy hopped from foot to foot to keep warm, she spotted Mrs. Jenkins, her neighbor, proudly displaying her Santa sign, which was scribbled on poster board and taped to a broom handle. Down the street, a bunch of Lucy's classmates waved their own Santa cutouts and practiced their holiday songs. Finally, with a distant rumble of drums and trumpets, the Snowyvale marching band appeared. Their horns shone under the streetlights, and a flurry of glitter fell like snow. Behind them came floats decorated with lights shaped like candy canes, while dancers twirled in fuzzy scarves. Lucy could hardly contain her excitement. Santa would be coming any minute now. Sure enough, around the corner, a grand sleigh on wheels appeared, drawn by the local volunteers dressed as reindeer, and there, at the helm, was Santa himself, waving a mittened hand and bellowing, "Ho, ho, ho!" "Wave your signs," the band leader called, and everyone thrust their Santa on a stick high in the air. Lucy's little arm stretched as far as it could go. Santa looked out across the crowd, and when he saw a forest of his own cheerful face, he burst into a hearty laugh. He loved the idea of seeing so many Santas greeting him. Lucy felt a warm, tingly excitement in her chest. She knew that, even if the real Santa was busy delivering presents on Christmas Eve, this moment of community, laughter, and tradition was just as magical. It reminded her that celebrating isn't only about decorations or gifts. It's about families and neighbors coming together with bright smiles and sparkling eyes. And so, year after year, Snowyvale continues the Santa on a Stick parade. Children pass down the tradition of crafting silly, creative Santa cutouts, and grown-ups keep those warm memories close to their hearts. In each wave of the stick, there is a message of shared holiday spirit, reminding us all that laughter, imagination, and friendly traditions are the real gifts of the season.